What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on FS1. We are at the Lowe's Motor Speedway, getting ready to kick things off for the longest race of the season here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Actually, renamed the Charlotte Motor Speedway, so I'm calling it the wrong name. But yeah, we're getting ready to go racing here from CMS. Let's see, on the pole is none other than the GOAT himself, Jeff Gordon. In the number 24, the 48 of Jimmie Johnson starting to his outside. Behind them in row 2 is the 29 of Kevin Harvick. The 20 of Tony Stewart to his outside, rounding up the top 5. You see the 26 of Jamie McMurray. There's the 31 of Jeff Burton on his outside, rounding out the top 6. Top 8, you see Kyle Busch and his teammate Casey Mears to his outside, and then the 07 of Clint Bowyer rounding out the top, in 9th place, and the 17 of Kenseth rounding out the top 10. It's been a little bit since the last time I've recorded, so my apologies for that, but I'm going to get caught up here in just a second as we come to drop the green flag. Let me just double check Bandicam, make sure I'm recording. Yes, I'm using Bandicam now. I've moved on from the Xbox Game Bar, at least for the time being, unless Bandicam messes up or something. But here we go. Pace car is off, and we are racing. Green flag is in the air. Jeff Gordon with the good jump goes off to the early race lead, and we are underway from Charlotte. This is usually known to be the most chaotic race of the season here, or at least one of them. Indy's probably the most chaotic, but this is one of the most. And anything can happen. Unpredictability is a big thing with this racetrack. As Jeff Gordon comes off turn 4, he's going to lead lap number 1, squeezing off turn 4 there. 3 wide, contact being made in the back. Are they going to save it? They're about 5 wide back there, couple in the grass. Kyle Petty's gonna save it. He clips the apron and he's gonna come up. He's gonna collect a bunch of them. Tony Raines in the outside wall along with the 83 of Brian Vickers. More wrecking further up. Big contact as Michael Waltrip is out of this race. So is the 10 of Scott Riggs. Paul Menard with big time damage in that 15 car as well. Racing back to the caution, it's gonna be Jimmie Johnson taking the yellow flag, and caution is out. We're off to not such a great start here. We made it a lap though, so I'll give them credit for that. They were just trying to get that sorted out. Kyle Petty could not find the room he needed to get back up onto the racetrack, and just carnage ensues afterwards as he washed up off the apron into the 55, pushing them all into the outside wall. You see the 66 of Jeff Green up there as well. What happened up here? They were already wrecking up here. Completely separately wrecking further up, as it looks like the 10 washed up trying to avoid that right into the door of the 40 of Stremme. Paul Menard had nowhere to go, gets collected, slides up the track, but the 10 slides back down, and there's just nowhere for these guys to go. Boom! A big hit in the door from Johnny Sauter, just trying to escape that last wreck, and that takes out both the Haas CNC cars right there. Gordon brushes the outside wall coming off turn number 4. He would have been able to hold on to the lead had that not happened, but unfortunately he got into that wall there and lost the lead. We're coming to our restart here. First restart of the race. It's double file here. We're doubling them up. And we're going to send them off again to see what happens. Can they make it more than a lap? If we can't get any clean restarts, we'll have to go single file. So here we go. Pace car is in. Here comes Gordon and Johnson to take the green flag once again. Green flag back in the air. That 24 car just launches amazingly as he gets a great jump on the outside there. He's going to try to clear Johnson for the lead. Not quite able to, but he drove in there deep. Top 3 all Hendrick cars as here comes Kyle Busch underneath Johnson. He's looking for the race lead now under both of his teammates. Gordon slots in line behind Jimmy Jam, and Kyle Busch still has his nose in there. Can he make that work? Can he do anything with this run that he has? Speaking of a run, here comes Denny Hamlin. Where did he come from? Down the front straightaway, across the stripe. Caution is out once again, and it looks like Juan Pablo Montoya found the wall this time. Let's see what happened here. This is way at the back of the pack. Vickers just gets hooked down the racetrack right into Montoya. Nowhere for the 41 car Reed Sorensen to go, and that's two Chip Ganassi racing cars getting some damage there. Sorensen already had damage, I believe, and now it's got more. Brings out the second caution of the day. This will be our second attempt at a double file restart. Not sure if we count the start or not. That's not exactly clear, but I don't think we do. So it'll be the initial start plus three double file restarts, I believe. Coming to try it once again. Green flag is back in the air. We're racing once again here from Lowe's Motor Speedway. As you see the green flag in the air right there. Heading into 1 and 2 for the first time. Off of turn 2. Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch side by side for the lead as the pack storms down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 once again. Will they make it out alive this time by, look at them, they're bunched up. Kyle Petty's up in the outside wall. We're 4 wide off turn 4 contact. Around goes to 78. He's gonna somehow save it. Cars are everywhere. They're all in the grass trying to avoid that. One on the apron. It's the 43. Look out. Edwards hard on the outside wall. He collects the 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. We're wrecking big time behind him, and more are piling in. The 96 of Tony Raines hard into the outside wall. The 66 of Jeff Green involved as well. Racing back to the caution flag. Teammates once again side by side. Gordon low. Kyle Busch up high at the stripe. Kyle Busch leads us back to the caution flag, and we are under yellow once again. Jimmie Johnson completely destroyed that race car. Was a contender to win it, and they all just got bunched up there. He was on the bottom of that 4 wide situation after getting shuffled to the back due to pit stops, trying to work his way back up through the field. He had an issue, had to bring it down pit road, and this is the problem with that on pit road. Getting sent to the back there, you're right in the middle of all kinds of mess, and here we go. You see it here. Down on the apron, just washes up, can't hold it. Into the outside wall, there goes 42 of Montoya, the 1 of Truex. In the wall with him there, further up, we already saw Jeff Green and Dale Jr. and all these guys making contact up into the outside wall. Let's take a look as you see the 43 down on the apron. Another situation where he just couldn't hold it. And the 99 of Edwards, an innocent bystander there, just gets caught up in that. Nowhere to go. Nothing he could do. Sterling Marlin and Kyle Petty just grazed that 99, and then boom, that 96 just got hooked from behind by the 66. They were trying to avoid the carnage, and they just came together hard, hit into the outside wall for Raines. Both cars taking a pretty good impact there, but luckily everybody's okay. They're going to try to keep their cars rolling, but I doubt they'll be able to continue in this race. And you saw another big hit to the 66 from Jimmie Johnson there, and that's why Johnson got even more damage. 3 wide behind them for third. I believe Harvick took that. No, it was Boyer apparently. No, it was Harvick. It was Harvick. All right. Check my check Bandicam, make sure we're still recording. All good. Still recording here. Wait, let me check. Yep. Still recording. Alright. Here we go again. Double file. This will be our 3rd attempt. Can we make it? Or will we just junk them all up again? Green flag back in the air. Once again, Jeff Gordon with a good jump on the high side. Kyle Busch seemed like he might have spun the tires a little bit. restarting on the bottom because Gordon's going to completely clear that 5 car heading down into turns 1 and... Alright, I'm back. I'm recording again. Sorry, Bandicam, the free version can only record up to 10 minutes, so looks like that's what we're doing. But, yeah, we're back. Gonna have to break this one down. Caution is out once again. Brian Vickers is around on the front straightaway. Let's see what happened. Oh, they just squeezed together. Got 4 wide off turn 4, and around went Vickers. Up in the outside wall. The safer barrier there. 78. Kenny Wallace got a little bit of it as well, but we're gonna keep it rolling. Well, the good thing about Game Bar is they don't have a limit on how long you can record. You can go an hour to 2 hours straight, but looks like we're doing 10 minutes at a time, folks. So we're gonna have to get through this one as quickly as we possibly can. And they're trying it again. They're trying a 4th restart, I guess, because they about made it a lap that last time. So they're gonna try it again. Green flag is back in the air. They've got faith in them. They're gonna give them one more shot. Making it through 1 and 2 so far. They're getting a little squirrely further back, but oh, contact. They're gonna save it down the back straightaway. 19, they're 3 wide further back. There are cars absolutely everywhere here. 3 wide off 4. Multiple rows of 3 wide off 4. They're gonna, whoa, almost spoke too soon, but the 78's able to save it. Heading into 1 and 2 once again. Fighting for the lead. Teammates. Kyle Busch on the inside. Takes it away from Gordon. Gordon up high. Gonna get the run off the banking. Here comes Kenseth to push him down the backstretch. 3 wide behind them. And they're inches off of each other. Kurt Busch underneath Denny Hamlin on the bottom of 3 wide. They're going to settle back down to 2. Caution is out once again as we had a big crash further back. They're still wrecking at 3 and 4. And more contact being made. Kyle Busch led back to the caution flag, and they are still wrecking them up. Big time damage on a lot of these race cars. Martin Truex Jr. is destroyed. He was already destroyed. He's even more damage now. He's toast. Let's see what happened here. 3 wide in the back, squeezing up into the outside wall here. 4 wide, actually. That was never going to work, especially at a narrow track like Charlotte. They go around back here. They all kind of get checked up. There's more oh, we got a terrible wreck. My goodness, what in the world is going... Oh, no! The 31... Oh, my gosh! Hard crash. For Jeff Burton, that was vicious. Oh, my goodness. Into the outside, or into the inside wall, right where that opening is. We saw Billy Bigley hit it last year. Slides back on the track on his side, gets hit in the nose by Casey Mears, and thank goodness he didn't get hit in the roof there. You see the 21 also roll over. That's Bill Elliott in that number 21 car. He goes for a ride. A quick tumble. That 31 still getting hit. Got more coming in. That 88 pile drove the 29, and then he gets hit from behind. 29 of Harvick gets hit as well. It's carnage in turns 3 and 4. We're definitely going single file after that, because that was a brutal one. That was absolutely violent. We're gonna try it again here. Might as well just pay. Like if I pay for Bandicam and use it, I think my audio quality is a little bit better than it was on Game Bar. Y'all let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure there is a pretty noticeable difference. I'll watch back a little later, but we'll see. Did they not go single file? No, they didn't, and we're wrecking them up again on the front straightaway. Big chunk of them around on the front stretch. Caution is out once again. Let's go back. I want to see. Did they? Yep, they restarted double file. David Reagan and the 6 cars involved. I think they had some faith that they could make it. I mean, they made it about a lap last time before chaos ensued. So I guess rules are rules, but they might just have to throw in the towel here eventually because we're tearing up way too many cars early on in this one. Denny Hamlin racing back around to the caution flag. He is not your leader. I'm sure Kyle Busch is your leader still. This time I believe we're going to go single file. We have to at this point, right? We just have to. They're destroying way too many cars. Yeah, we're going single file for this restart. Pace car is in. We're going to try this again. Over half the field is gone. So it may be too late at this point to try single file, but we're going single file nonetheless. Kyle Busch is your leader on this restart. Clint Bowyer right behind him in second. Ryan Newman in third. The 17 at Kenseth behind both of them. And here comes the 38 of David Gilliland. Almost said Sadler. Whoops. Here comes Tony Stewart now into the mix. Hamlin 3 wide in the middle. Here comes Greg Biffle on the bottom of that 3 wide group. And they're going to make it out alive. Leading at the stripe was Clint Bowyer. Kyle Busch bails out of that one. Here comes the 17 of Kenseth. Here comes the 12 of Newman. Newman, the Rocket Man, on the bottom with the run. Oh boy, they are throwing some risky blocks further back in the field, but Kenseth able to drive away. Here comes Newman to block that 07 car up high. The 5 of Kyle Busch moving underneath that 12 car. He's going to look for second. Here comes Tony Stewart. Stewart seems to have found something late in this run here as he works his way underneath Kyle Busch. He's looking for second. He was just back in 6th a lap ago. And now looking for P2 and possibly the lead if he can hunt down Matt Kenseth. No, had to back out. Kyle Busch got the run off the top that time. Oh, but Busch nicks the outside wall. Here comes Stewart once again. Here comes the 07 of Bowyer following through. Busch up and down outside wall again. And a little bit too aggressive here. Trying to get that top side to work. And that allows Stewart to clear for second. But here comes Bowyer once again looking down low. Can he get inside of that 20 car? Stewart brushes the outside wall. That's going to allow Bowyer to get underneath and possibly clear him heading down into turn 1. He does. Bowyer back in second. The battle never ends. There goes the 11. Back by the 16 of Biffle. All these guys looking pretty fast here. They all might have a shot to win this thing late in the going, but we're only 39 laps in. Expecting this recording to end at any second now. Yeah, we've only got about 2 minutes left on this one, so yeah. Oh boy. I'm trying to get it off the screen. There we go. Here it comes. Kyle Busch once again. Here comes Bowyer. Wide off turn 4, squeezing Newman into the outside wall. He's going to keep it straight. No damage to that 12 car. Matt Kenseth hauling the mail here as we take a quick break here from Lowe's. Welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway at a Coca-Cola 600, or excuse me, the World 600. No copyright here. Well, I guess NASCAR could technically copyright it, but I mean, not Coke. Anyways. The 600-mile event, even though this isn't 600 miles, but still the longest race on the schedule, is well underway. We're approaching the halfway point as race. This race actually has been shortened over time. The 38 of Gilliland off the pace. Something wrong with that 38 car. He is. Alright. Here's our third recording, and I'm going to have to just put all these together. I just realized I can do that now. I don't have to upload one at a time. I can literally just edit these together. I don't need to buy Bandicam. I can just edit them together for free. How about that? Ain't that something? 3 wide off turn 4. That is really tight. Newman up into the wall again. Everybody nicks that outside wall off turn 4. They're not careful. So definitely gonna see a lot of right side scrubs and scratches here. Well, these guys are racing each other extremely hard, but also reeling in our race leader Matt Kenseth over time as Stewart lunges in there. Here comes Kyle Busch sending it in. He backed off early to get a huge run through the center and exit of the corner, and he's going to get all the way up to second because of it. He's got Ryan Newman right behind him, strapped onto his back bumper. So is the 11 of Hamlin. Stewart's up in the outside wall. Here comes Hamlin on the bottom of 3 wide. Bowyer underneath Stewart. He had to avoid him. 3 wide down the backstretch. They're trying to hang on to each other's quarter panels here, heading into the corner. A little bit of side draft action. 3 wide for second place. This is an incredible battle. And somehow nobody got the outside wall there off turn 4. This is allowing Kenseth to scoot away once again, though. Ryan Newman seems to have the fastest car as he's in the middle and pretty much just drove away. Or tried to, at least. Hamlin's going to clear him. He's going to fall back in line. Let's look at our fastest lap times. Clint Bowyer currently has the fastest lap. Does that mean he's the fastest car on track? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like anyone can catch Kenseth, but Bowyer has the fastest lap of the day. Kyle Busch having the second fastest time, with 30 right on the dot. The 2 of Kurt Busch, a little bit slower than his younger brother. Then there's the 11 of Denny Hamlin and the 12 of Ryan Newman rounding out their top 5 of fastest lap times, with Matt Kenseth running 6th. As he's your race leader. He's got fast cars right behind him. All the other fastest got taken out. But Tony Stewart seems pretty fast in the long runs too, so he might have a shot at this as well. If he can play his cars right. So I wouldn't count Stewart out either. Uh-oh. See, stuff like this might play a factor. Lap traffic. The 6 of Reagan pulls low, trying to stay out of his teammate's way. But now he doesn't know where to go. Kenseth going to go behind Reagan. Reagan's on the bottom, looking to make a pass on that 41 car. Kenseth going to try to follow through. Now gets his nose underneath his teammate. David Reagan washes up the racetrack. Here comes Kyle Busch. Huge run off turn number 4. Underneath all 3 of them. 3 wide. Nearly making contact. And now that 5 car gets held up. Risky, but Reagan able to hold these guys up just a little bit to allow his teammate to rebuild that lead. And now they get through. Kurt Busch way off the pace. Not sure what happened to him, but he's definitely out of this one. He's about to go a lap down. These guys might be down a cylinder, or I don't know what, but definitely not firing on all cylinders, to say the least. As you know, wrecks aren't the only thing you have to worry about in a long race like this. You also have to worry about mechanical issues, so that could also be a factor. So definitely, yeah, definitely a lot on these drivers' minds. But Matt Kenseth at the moment, he's sailing here. Smooth sailing for him. No worries for Matt Kenseth. He's trying to get this thing home in one piece where he is right now. He's got another 50 something laps to do so. Another 55 laps, but oh boy, that's tight off turn 4. I just realized there's gonna be a huge watermark on the screen. Hopefully that doesn't annoy you guys. I'm gonna try to get back to using the game bar. I know it's gonna be terrible microphone and, you know, audio and stuff, but better for me just being able to record non-stop with no watermarks and all that. Well, maybe I'll just, I don't know, game bar, or it's not game bar, freaking Bandicam. It's only about $40 a year. So hypothetically, I could just drop 40 on this and then record like every single video that I plan on uploading in this style all at once, and just have an archive of them and have them just ready to go. But that would be a whole lot more work on me, and I'm running out of free time really to do these. But I do still enjoy making these videos for y'all, so yeah, and for myself. So if you're not enjoying it yourself, why do it for other people? You feel me? Let me minimize that, get that out my way. Kenseth in a world of his own, at least he was for a minute, but now here comes Kyle Busch hot on his tail, and unfortunately we gotta go to break. We'll be right back with this battle from Charlotte. Welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the longest race of the season. Matt Kenseth has been passed for the lead by Kyle Busch due to some help from some lapped cars. Jeff Gordon held up that 17 car just a little bit, allowed the 5 to get by, and now here comes Kyle Busch. He's getting held up by Kyle Petty here, and Kenseth right back on his tail. Busch to the inside of that 45. Petty staying high. Kenseth trying to figure out where he wants to go. Trying to arc it in, and he will. The 32 car sends it into the outside wall back there. Travis Kvapil running full time in trucks this year, but not in the MG Cup Series full time this season. Running about the first half of the schedule, and he's going to drop off and run trucks for the rest of the year full time. Focus on that. But yeah, that 32 team, he's keeping them in the sport for real, if we're being honest. But once he's gone, they're gone too. So they're just making the most out of every start here. Hopes to possibly sneak their way to another win. But here comes pit stops underway. Kyle Busch, Ryan Newman down on pit road, along with the 32 of Kvapil. Murray. Kenseth back to the lead, at least for the moment. Busch trying to undercut him here. Kenseth stays out once again. The cars are exiting pit road right now. You can hear them. Tony Stewart coming off pit road. Didn't even realize he was on pit road, to be honest with you. Kyle Busch in this stall now. He's a lap down. Tony Stewart back out on the racetrack. Here comes Clint Bowyer as well. But Matt Kenseth still out on the track here. Will Bowyer come in? No. Staying out with Kenseth. And this recording is about ready to come to an end. I'll start recording again as soon as possible when it does, and then I'll try to edit these together. If not, then I'll just go ahead and pay for Bandicam. Why not? Who cares? Yeah. Just gonna do one quick year of it unless I really like it. But here comes the 07 down on pit road, and Kenseth is still out there. Alright, I am back, still recording here. Kenseth is still trying to stretch it. He is still out on the racetrack trying to put as many a lap down as he can. Hoping for a caution, and we about got one as JJ Yeley is smoking heavily, but he made it on the pit road with no issues. He's out of the race, unfortunately, but doesn't look like we'll get that caution that Kenseth was hoping for. The trap the field, most of the field, a lap down. Here comes Hamlin with a huge run off the top, trying to unlap himself. He's 2 laps down here, trying to take one of them back. Goes to the way to the high side of Matt Kenseth. Kenseth's heading down pit road right now. Here comes Kyle Busch to unlap himself as well. Back down 1 lap. Rocket Man Ryan Newman, where's he at? I know he's out there somewhere. Where is he? Oh, here he is. Newman and Stewart also back to being 1 lap down. The 19 of Elliott Sadler's your race leader right now, as he's cycled to the front. 17 of Kenseth was shown in 2nd last time across the line, but where is he? Where will he cycle out? Matt Kenseth back out onto the racetrack. I believe Kyle Busch just passed him big time, as well as the 20 of Tony Stewart. The difference the new tires made allowed for these guys to leapfrog your leader, Matt Kenseth. As Kenseth merges on the back straightaway, Dale Jr. now being shown in 2nd place. But I believe he hasn't pitted yet. And Matt might have shot himself in the foot with that move. That crew, that team might have shot themselves in the foot. They were trying to stay on strategy. They might have possibly ruined it though. But who knows? Maybe they got their own strategy going here. Kenseth back in 5th place, being shown 1 lap down. He's got the freshest tires on the racetrack right now, at least competitively. Below by Jeff Gordon here. Where's Bowyer? They're actually showing Kenseth still in 4th place ahead of Bowyer. So now waiting for the top 3 here to pit. Elliott Sadler still out on the racetrack, just turning laps. Oh man. Is Kyle Busch slow in his pit stop? Because where is he? There he is. There's that number 5 car. 07 is here as well. Running 2nd. Clint Bowyer. Fastest lap time of the race, I believe. Yep. What can you do with that? You know, he's got speed on the short run. Here comes Sadler down pit road now. Dale Jr.'s on pit road. He's leaving. Sadler in the pits. Here comes Kyle Petty. It's the last of the cycle here. Where will Kenseth come out? Kenseth looks to be coming out with a huge lead here. My goodness. What in the world? Where do you get that kind of lead from? We thought Kenseth might have made a mistake, but no. That stop extends his lead by about nearly 10 seconds, half a lap over the rest of the pack. Everybody took 4 tires. Kenseth seems to have been in and out the quickest, and man, what a difference it made. He was must have been more aggressive on pit entry, pit exit, and had a fast stop. Because there is no other way I can imagine that he just got such a huge lead. I mean, there's no way everybody else made mistakes that crucial to where Kenseth gets a 10-second advantage over everybody else. So it had to have been something that Kenseth did, or his crew did, for him to get such a huge lead. Maybe they took two. We weren't exactly watching him when he made his stop. So he might have just taken two and kept it rolling. We'll be watching the intervals here. Hamlin brushes the outside wall, trying to figure out where to go. He goes underneath Kurt Busch. Here comes Clint Bowyer as well, gonna try to do the same. Just held up a little bit. Lap cars are gonna make a huge difference here. Hamlin seems like the fastest car on the racetrack right now, trying to navigate his way through lap traffic and possibly have a chance to catch Matt Kenseth. I believe Kenseth took two tires. He did take two. He took two. That is why he has such a huge lead. He took two tires. But man, this lead he's losing that. He's losing ground quick here. 43 just comes out of pit road. Bobby Labonte back out onto the racetrack. And oh boy. Now Hamlin has some pretty clean air here. He's going to try to make up some ground on that number 17. Smoothly, effortlessly. Well, not effortlessly, but smoothly at least. He gets up into the outside wall. That is not smooth at all. He's riding that wall all the way through the corner, and he clears the 43 car. Labonte way down on power. Reed Sorensen squeezing up against the wall there. He's going to get by the 45 of Kyle Petty. I believe that's not for position, though. They're holding up Clint Bowyer and Tony Stewart back here, though. Now it's all Denny Hamlin. He's got nothing but clear road in front of him here as we go on board with that number 11 car. Hamlin absolutely hauling the mail around here. There's Matt Kenseth that he's also got some clean air here. He must have also been stuck in lap traffic. Look at what he has behind him. Now that everyone's in clean air, it looks like Kenseth might have either taken. Well, there's no way he took 4, so he must have saved his stuff really well during that first run. I mean, he was all by himself in clean air, leading the race, so definitely didn't have to push as hard. So maybe his left tires, because the left side tires don't really wear as much on these types of races. It's really the right side. So maybe he just took right side tires and still has a good amount of grip in those left sides, and he's just out there ripping it now. And I think Hamlin might have used up some of his stuff trying to pass that lap traffic, because look at how easily Tony Stewart caught him. So that the 07 of Clint Bowyer. So here comes Stewart now. Does Stewart have anything to say about this? Or is it all said and done for Matt Kenseth? Pit strategy at the end of this race. Looks like this is what it's going to come down to. The draft still keeping Hamlin alive. He's trying to fight back for second, but Stewart's got to be getting frustrated, because I I know Stewart definitely wants to try to go up there and win, but here comes Hamlin back underneath, and Stewart was making a little bit of ground. Hamlin trying to fight back down low through 3 and 4. He's not gonna get there. Stewart with a huge run up top, and he shut the door on that 11 car. On dive down, there you go. Tell you what, these two could work together. Rather than racing each other so hard, they probably could make a little bit of ground, but either way, I doubt they would even be able to sniff the air Matt Kenseth is breathing right now, as they did make up quite a bit of ground, but to be fair, Kenseth had to get by a lap car, had to get by Greg Biffle there. Battle for second between teammates is on here. Now, unless we get a late race caution to shake everything up, then I doubt we'll have anything else to say about Matt Kenseth, as it looks like he's got this thing pretty much in the bag, wrapped up, counting the money and everything. But battle for second still rages on as now we're in the middle of some lap cars, and this is going to be some trouble. So, yeah, oh boy. Here comes the 20 and the 11, getting by Jeff Gordon there in the number 24 car. Clint Bowyer's just sitting back there watching this. Got the best seat in the house for this battle. They're still catching our leader a little bit here. Kenseth is backing way off. Just trying to make sure he gets to the end safely here as Stewart gets into the outside wall. And here comes Clint Bowyer. Bowyer now making a move, ready to pounce on Denny Hamlin. And the 00, David Rudiment up into the outside wall, brushing against it. And now the 43 right in the way. And here comes Bowyer. Can he steal second away here? That just held them up big time. They just lost a ton of ground. But at this point, it's too late. They're not catching Kenseth. So it doesn't make a difference. It's just going to affect their battle. Stewart through 1 and 2. Hanging it out there. Trying to get as much of a run as he can. Can get away from those two, get some separation. Bowyer staying right in this draft, trying to get back up there. Matt Kenseth in a world of his own. Only 7 cars left on the lead lap. A dominant performance for Matt Kenseth here as he got to the lead and never looked back. He drove away with it. Pulled off some crazy pit stop shenanigans that I missed and was able to bust out a 10+ second lead that has been shrinking and growing back and forth, so no real definite answer to whether or not anybody's got anything left for him. But at this point it's way too late with 2 laps to go, and now he just needs to put that thing on cruise control and coast home here. That's 20 of Stewart, drives away. Top 3 for Joe Gibbs Racing's 2 flagship cars is the 20 and the 11. Stewart and Hamlin are going to finish second and third. Here we go. Matt Kenseth coming off turn number 4. He sees the white flag this time by. One more time around for good old Matt Kenseth here. Down the backstretch for the final time. Entering 3 and 4. And it's over. Longest race of the season comes to an end here. Matt Kenseth wins at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The battle for second rages on. No, it does not. Tony Stewart comes off turn 4. He'll clinch second place with Denny Hamlin taking third here, and the rest is history. That is going to do it. Man, what a wild start to a calm race here from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time, and until then, peace.